What up, guys? I'm back, and Happy New Year. I'm starting a new series, and this is part one of it, and it's what do we consider grails, basically. And I'm just going to show like what I consider grails, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start live streaming with anybody that wants to live stream with me and discuss what their personal grails are. Because to me, there's personal grails, there's grails, and then there's the holy grails. And I just want to start a series and discuss that with the community, and find out more about people and how they collect, and like why they consider a certain book a grail and some people don't. And so to start off with, to me, the holy grails are, well, the holy grail to me is Amazing Fantasy 15 and Action Comics #1 with Superman. So those two are like the top in my book that I would say. And then like there's the what I call grails, and those would be like the first appearance of Iron Man, the first appearance of the Incredible Hulk, the first appearance of the X-Men, which is like X-Men 1, Hulk 1. So then you have the first appearance of Thor. And books like those are like grails to me. And it's just like those are the ones that like people try to obtain and get. And so like my grail list is a little different than most. And also we're going to talk about modern grails too, because those are a thing now, that there are modern grails. And but my grail, one of my grail books, and it's I mean, I've showed it a million times, but this is a grail book to me, for me. And some people may say it's like a personal grail or something, but it's really a grail to me. This is the first Silver Age appearance of Captain America. And it's the first Silver Age appearance of Captain America. Let me zoom out a little bit. And it's Avengers #4, and I'm a big Captain America fan, so for me to have gotten this and put it in my collection this year was like a big triumph for me. And so some may say it's a personal grail, but I believe it's a grail to me, because that's how I feel, as for it to be his Silver Age introduction to back to Marvel Comics is significant to me. So it's a grail to me. And then another book that I consider a grail is Giant Size X-Men #1. Ooh, this little stand. But yeah, Giant Size X-Men #1 right here, and that is the first appearance of Colossus, Thunderbird, Nightcrawler, Storm, and the second full appearance of Wolverine. So it's a grail to a lot of people, and some people may say it's not, but to me it is. I mean, people always want to collect it and have it in their collection. So to me, that it's a significant introduction of 4 major characters that are still around today, and then the second introduction of a fan favorite that everybody's clamoring after to get his first appearance. And see, to me, like, all right, Hulk 181 is like a grail for a lot of people, but I'm not a Wolverine fan, so I'm not really out to collect Hulk 181. But some people consider it a grail book, but to me, it's not really anything that I would want, because I'm not a Wolverine fan. See, I wanted this because I am a Captain America fan, so I had to have this in my collection. So it was a grail to me. So, and that's what the discussion about. That's what I want to discuss with the community about, is like how they see grails, like how do they see them. And in a book that I consider a a Grail to me, and the only other person that said anything about it is ETA Nick, and I'd like to thank ETA Nick for bringing this up. But this is the first full appearance of Captain Marvel in his iconic costume, in his Gil Kane art. And to me, that is a Grail for me, because like without this costume and without, you know, the nega bands and all this stuff, it would not, you know, he wouldn't be a, you know, a significant character that he was, because we've all seen the green and white, you know, costume that he had before, and it's like, I never liked it, and it's just horrendous. But this is like, when you see red, blue, and yellow, and, you know, white hair, you know it's Captain Marvel, you know it's him. And just to have like Cap on the cover and Bucky too, you know, it's just like, to me, a trinity, because it's like, you know, Bucky becomes Cap later on as well, so, you know, he's one of my favorites as well, but not as much as the real Steve Rogers Captain America. But to me, this was a personal Grail that I had to have in my collection, and when I got it and I sent it off to CGC and it came back at 7.5, you know, it's a late Silver Age book. It's from what is it? I believe it was October '69. So, you know, it was just like, you know, I was ecstatic. I was happy to have this, you know, and it's just like, so it's a Grail to me, but to other people in the community, it might not be a Grail. And so that's like, it's not an argument. It's more like I just want to know, and like a debate, kind of like, you know, what you see as a Grail and what, you know, other people might not see as a Grail. So, you know, I see this as a Grail, but, you know, other people might not see it as a Grail. And like I said, ETA Nick is the only one that's ever said anything about this book that I've ever seen in the community besides myself. Now, some people say, they talk about Captain Marvel 16, but to me that's a cameo, because it's at the end of the book that he gets the costume and everything. But this is the first like full on cover, full on actual through the whole book. He has the costume on. And it's like, so to me, it's kind of like the Wolverine thing with 180, where it's like, that's, some people consider that Wolverine's first full appearance. Some people consider it a cameo. And it's you know, it's endless debate. It's endless argument. But to me, that's the first full appearance of that costume. That's the first full relevant issue of Captain Marvel. And another personal Grail that I obtained this year, which was this book right here. This is Captain America 100, and this is just like the beginning of his ongoing series, so I was happy to get this, and it's a Jack Kirby artwork. Just great stuff to have, man. And it's a personal Grail to me because, like I said, I'm a Captain America fan, so this is another significant Grail for me to have. And the only reason it's qualified, like I've said before many times, there's a coupon cut out on page 15, but does not affect the story. And I got this for a steal, so it's like, for me to have found this, and I'm gonna put a link in my in this description about finding the gold and the green. That's a video I did earlier, and this is like, you know, what I found for, you know, cheap, and nobody wanted it because it was qualified, but it was a Grail to me, so I wanted it. I didn't care. It'd be like if you had a Hulk 181 with the Marvel value stamp cut out, you would still want it. So it's like, it's a Grail to me, so I had to have it anyway. So, but let's talk, like, these are my personal Grails. These are my Grails that I believe are Grails to me. And let's talk about modern Grails now. And I got a few that I consider modern Grails. And when I say like Grails, like they're like sought after, man. People are out to get them, and some people might say they're not, but I believe that they are. So, like Invincible #1 is a modern Grail to me. This is a low print run book done by the creator of The Walking Dead. I mean, to find one of these, you're gonna pay like, anywhere from $300 to $400, and you have to be sure that it's the actual thing, because it has to have this down here, the barcode, because there's a lot of, other ones that are reprints or whatever it is that they have, or the skybound ones, and you might end up, that's why you have to look before you buy it, because you might be paying like high dollar for a book that's not even the first, the actual first issue. And this one happens to be signed by Robert Kirkman. I showed this off on our New Year's bash, and that's why it's qualified. But it's just, to me, it's a modern Grail because it's a low print run. It's a high desired book. If you've never read Invincible, you're missing out. Go get the trade paperbacks if you can, because it's going to be hard to hunt down issues 1 through, I believe it's 13 or 14, because those are like really like rare to find. And so this is like a modern Grail to me, because it's going to be the low print run. It's a, it's going to be optioned by Amazon to be an R-rated cartoon already, and there's works for like a movie, I believe. And so it's going to, it's already high valued right now, so it's probably going to go up even more. So it's a modern Grail to me. And another modern Grail, and some people, it's a modern Grail. It's just like Detective 880. That's a modern Grail to me. Detective 880 is a modern Grail. People want it, and I'm even looking for it. So, but this right here is another modern Grail, and people might say it's not, or argue that it isn't, but still people want this book. And I've seen people, hunt this down. I hunted it down myself, and make sure it just stays up here because it's trying to fall over, but there we go. But this is Avenging Spider-Man number 9, and as you can see, it is a 9.8. So this is like a modern Grail, as in the fact that it's, I would say like a low print run. I mean, like, I've not seen a lot of people, like, I mean, it's out there, like, people want it. And then with the movie coming up, it's high desired. And really, it's like, going for like Raw, it goes for $200. And at a 9.8, it goes for anywhere from like 5. At one point in time, I seen it up to, earlier this year, it was like up at like anywhere from like 8 to 7, and like right now it's cooled off a little bit, and it's around like 5 to 6 for a 9.8. So I mean, and 9.6s go for like 4, anywhere from 4 to like 3 something. So it's a modern Grail. It's really a modern Grail. So right now, I consider this a modern Grail. Some people might say it's not, but that's what I want to start the series for, to see what people consider their Grails and what they consider a Grail. As well, we're going to do modern, we're going to do, personal, and then we're going to do like holy Grails, basically. So that's one modern Grail that I consider. And then like another book that is considered a modern Grail by many, and some may not say it is, but it's highly sought after. It's not a low print book, but it is a highly sought after book. And it is Amazing Spider-Man 300, Todd McFarlane cover. This book is very not hard to find. It's just like you can find them because there's printed a lot, but it's just that if you try to get one, it's gonna, even like a badly damaged one will go for a few $100s. So it's like you're gonna pay money to get this book. So I consider books to be Grails that you have to pay money to get. Like if it's like, oh, if you have to pay for a raw book that is like damaged, and you have to pay like almost $200 or more, that's like a Grail book to me. Because if you have to pay that kind of money, it's kind of ridiculous. But like what I'm saying is, it's people want this book. It's in people's collection. It's people desire to have this book, so it's a modern Grail to me. So, and if you say it's not, okay, we can debate it. That's all I'm saying is, like, if you don't believe it to be a modern Grail, we can debate it. And But that's the whole purpose of me doing this series. So you guys have a good one, and I'll catch you on the next video, which will probably be a live stream. I'm going to start hitting people up in the community, or hit me up on Instagram. I'll put my Instagram in there if you want to be on a live show with me and debate your Grail or talk about your Grails. So catch you guys later, and thanks for tuning in, and Happy New Year.